This is Anfield Central, where Liverpool news never sleeps. Tonight, there's heartbreak behind the headlines. Mo Salah is mourning the loss of his grandfather. Let's get back into the news. Arne Slot now has 4 right-back options to consider against Sunderland after Dominic Szoboszlai's costly red card. And Liverpool fans are furious tonight, claiming a separate VAR incident was swept under the carpet against Manchester City. But that's not the full story. A Liverpool legend has torn into one player's decision, calling it flat-out stupid. Behind the scenes, a defender who once rejected Liverpool is suddenly available, right when Slot needs reinforcements. And inside the dressing room, Virgil van Dijk has spoken out, as quiet fears over a teammate's surgery begin to grow. This week could shape Liverpool's momentum more than people realise. Stay with Anfield Central, and if you want Liverpool news before it explodes everywhere else, hit subscribe.
Right-back dilemma deepens as Liverpool weigh options for Sunderland after Szoboszlai red card. Liverpool's right-back problem has grown into a defining issue ahead of the midweek clash with Sunderland. This season has offered very few solutions, with injuries to Connor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong leaving Arne Slot short in a key area. Dominic Szoboszlai has filled in there multiple times, but after his red card against Manchester City, he won't be available for Tuesday's game. Slot has confirmed Frimpong is still sidelined with his ongoing groin issue, and it now also looks unlikely Joe Gomez will return in time after the hip problem he suffered against Bournemouth last month. Jeremy for sure not. We knew that when he got injured it was a few weeks, Slot said after the City defeat, underlining how thin Liverpool are. To be honest, I don't expect Joe back for Wednesday, but you never know, he added, stressing it would be a big call to throw him straight back into action after weeks out. With Connor Bradley ruled out for the rest of the campaign, Liverpool's right-back options are extremely limited. Wataru Endo might be the obvious choice. He has played there before, including that game against Carragher, but he has only started 1 league match under Slot and lacks regular minutes this season. Curtis Jones is another name Slot has used in that position, notably against PSV Eindhoven, and his need for playing time could make that switch logical. An unusual but possible move would see Andy Robertson deployed at right back. A left-footed fullback there could disrupt Liverpool's balance, but it remains on the table. Curiously, Calvin Ramsey, a natural right back, has been on the bench for Liverpool's last 10 league games, yet is still yet to make his Premier League bow. Slot explained last month that Ramsey has shown promise in training and in that Carabao Cup match, but the manager still believes he has stronger options ahead of him. So, whether Slot goes with the more defensive solidity of Endo or the attacking rhythm of Jones, his tactical approach to Sunderland will define the choice at right back. No matter who starts, this selection puzzle shows just how much Slot must adapt in the face of injury and suspension.
Liverpool fans question VAR silence after late Chiesa penalty appeal against Man City. Liverpool's dramatic clash with Manchester City has left fresh questions around VAR, with one late incident quickly fading from the spotlight. Deep into second-half stoppage time, attention turned to the City penalty area when Federico Chiesa went to ground after a scramble close to goal. As the clock ticked down, Mohamed Salah cut the ball back towards Chiesa inside the 6-yard area. Rodri slid in, contact followed, and Chiesa appealed immediately for a penalty. Sky Sports commentators confirmed during the broadcast that VAR was checking the incident, but the on-field decision stood and no punishment followed. Since the final whistle, many Liverpool fans have questioned why the moment received so little attention afterwards, especially with no clear replays shown. One supporter asked on social media whether the incident had been swept under the carpet, while others openly questioned whether VAR even reviewed Chiesa going down in the box. Another fan went further, claiming Chiesa had been rugby tackled and asking why the moment seemed to disappear so quickly from discussion. While the Chiesa incident sparked fan frustration, Arne Slot's main focus after the game was a separate decision involving Mohamed Salah earlier in the match. Slot was unhappy that Mark Guehi was not sent off after pulling Salah's shirt as the Liverpool forward broke clear on goal. VAR reviewed that challenge but upheld the referee's original decision, ruling it a free kick and yellow card rather than a red. The Premier League Match Centre later explained the call, stating the foul occurred outside the box and was not considered an obvious goal-scoring opportunity due to a covering defender. Slot strongly disagreed with that assessment, insisting that anyone familiar with Salah's record at Anfield knows that situation usually ends in a goal. The Liverpool head coach also referenced several major decisions across recent meetings with City, suggesting a pattern of tight calls going against his side. For Slot and many supporters, this match has only intensified the debate around consistency, accountability, and the role of VAR in defining the biggest moments.
Jamie Carragher slams Dominik Szoboszlai after red card in Liverpool's 2-1 loss to Manchester City. Liverpool's hopes of Champions League football took a blow on Sunday as Manchester City came from behind to snatch a 2-1 victory at Anfield. Dominik Szoboszlai had put the Reds ahead in the 74th minute, giving fans a glimmer of hope. But the excitement was short-lived as City responded with two late strikes, Bernardo Silva levelling the score before Erling Haaland converted a penalty to seal the win. The drama didn't end there. Szoboszlai was sent off after a challenge on Haaland just as the ball crossed the line, following a VAR review that overturned an on-field goal. Referee Craig Pawson initially allowed the goal, but VAR stepped in, ruling it out and issuing a straight red to the Hungarian midfielder. The dismissal means Szoboszlai will now serve a ban, leaving Arne Slot with fewer options for Liverpool's upcoming fixture against Sunderland, according to the Liverpool Echo. Jamie Carragher, working as a pundit during the match, didn't hold back. "It's a stupid decision by Szoboszlai," he said on Sky Sports. "For me, you just let it carry on and the goal goes in, and I don't think anyone's complaining. It's absolutely daft from him because he's got time to think. He was running back." Even Erling Haaland added his perspective on the incident, suggesting a third City goal without a sending off would have been preferable. "Of course, the referee had to follow the rules, but this will give him 3 games, Haaland said. "In the end, I feel bad for him. Just give the goal, don't give a red card. Simple as that. It's the rules and how it is." With Szoboszlai suspended, Liverpool will need to rethink their midfield options as they head into Wednesday night's Premier League clash as Slot faces tough decisions, especially in a squad already hampered by injuries and suspensions. The incident and the criticism from Carragher highlight the fine margins in top-level football, where a split-second decision can turn a promising lead into a challenging defeat.
Former Italy international Mattia De Sciglio reveals he rejected Liverpool to join Juventus. Mattia De Sciglio has revealed that Liverpool tried to sign him in 2017, a move that could have placed him at the heart of Jurgen Klopp's rebuild at Anfield. At the time, De Sciglio was a regular at AC Milan and a member of Italy's Euro 2016 squad, attracting interest from Liverpool as Klopp worked to reshape his defence. Instead, the fullback chose to reunite with his former Milan manager, Massimiliano Allegri, turning down the chance to be part of what would become one of Liverpool's most successful eras. "Liverpool also wanted me, but I chose Turin," De Sciglio told CalcioMercato.com, explaining that Juventus's strength and the presence of Allegri convinced him to move. He described joining a dressing room full of champions as a form of personal redemption after a difficult period, especially following his role at the European Championship. At Liverpool, Klopp was building a new defensive core. Trent Alexander-Arnold was emerging at right back, Andrew Robertson arrived to strengthen the left, and Virgil van Dijk would soon partner Joel Matip at the centre. De Sciglio's decision worked out in its own way. He won 3 Serie A titles with Juventus before a loan spell at Lyon in 2020. After returning to Juventus, he later spent last season on loan at Empoli, where he was used mainly in central defence as his role evolved. However, his contract expired in the summer of 2025, and De Sciglio has been without a club for the past 7 months, despite continuing to train daily while searching for a new opportunity. Looking back, the defender admits his career could have unfolded very differently had he chosen Liverpool, especially with Van Dijk arriving soon after the Reds showed interest. Liverpool have signed several Italian players in recent years, including Federico Chiesa and young centre-back Giovanni Leone, though a return for De Sciglio now appears highly unlikely.
Even with Arne Slot short of defensive options due to injuries and suspensions, the moment for De Sciglio and Liverpool seems to have firmly passed.
Virgil van Dijk demands response as Liverpool injury worries deepen after Man City defeat. It has been a difficult few days for Liverpool, with Arne Slot's injury problems showing no sign of easing and frustrations still lingering after Sunday's defeat to Manchester City. The Reds were left wondering how a 1-0 lead slipped away in the final 20 minutes at Anfield. Dominic Szoboszlai's superb free kick was cancelled out by Bernardo Silva before Erling Haaland sealed the comeback from the penalty spot. The drama continued late on as Szoboszlai was sent off following a VAR check that also ruled out a potential third goal for City, compounding Liverpool's disappointment. There is little time to dwell on it though. Liverpool now travel to the Stadium of Light on Wednesday to face a Sunderland side that remains unbeaten at home in the Premier League this season. Szoboszlai will be suspended for that trip, adding to Slot's growing selection headaches during an ongoing injury crisis. With just 13 league games remaining, Slot knows Liverpool must quickly regain momentum in their push for Champions League qualification, with pressure beginning to build around results. Captain Virgil van Dijk did not hide his frustration after the City loss and challenged his teammates to respond, especially after conceding yet another stoppage-time goal. Liverpool have now shipped 6 goals late in matches this season, costing them a total of 8 points, a pattern Van Dijk insists must improve. "I keep saying it, but we have to do better in this," Van Dijk said, while acknowledging the quality City bring when controlling possession. He admitted Liverpool were not good enough in the first half, improved after the break, but still left Anfield disappointed by the final outcome. Van Dijk also made it clear there are no positives to take immediately, stressing the need to recover quickly and shift focus to a tough test against an in-form Sunderland. Away from the pitch, there is further concern surrounding new signing Jeremy Jacquet. His £60 million move was agreed in the summer, with the defender staying at Rennes to continue his development. However, French reports suggest Jacquet may require shoulder surgery after being forced off in Rennes' defeat to Lens following an awkward fall. His former manager Habib Bey described the injury as serious, raising fears it could sideline Jacquet for several weeks or even affect his pre-season in Liverpool. Slot will be hoping the damage is not as severe as feared, especially after already losing Giovanni Leone to a long-term injury and with uncertainty surrounding Ibrahima Konaté's future. For Liverpool, the challenge now is clear. Injuries, suspensions, and missed opportunities must be overcome quickly if their season is to stay on track.